today, Heather was able to sell some stuff. What did you sell?
I sold some pumpkins.
Pumpkins. So how many pumpkins did you sell?
I sold about 25 pumpkins.
Wait, one more time. How many pumpkins?
20 or 25.
You've got to speak louder so they can actually hear you. 20 or 25 pumpkins. Pumpkins.
A lot of pumpkins. I like Halloween. It's my favorite holiday.
How many shirts do you own? Not you. You. How many shirts do you own? 25 shirts? 20 shirts? 10? 25 pumpkins?
25 pumpkins.
We're at Lee Harvey's, and Heather has decided she wants to get rid of some more stuff. What are you getting rid of?
Today we are getting rid of pumpkins. Pumpkins galore.
Pumpkins
Giant
galore.
Trash bag full of pumpkins.
We've had those for how long?
A long time. There's about 20 or so in there, and they've multiplied every year, and they made a really cute decoration in our previous houses, but I only kept a few.
So this is what we look like without pumpkins.
20 pumpkins later.
20 pumpkins gone, cash in hand. Pow.
We did it. Things are coming along nicely. I could show you around here. Stuff is leaving. It's nice to see it going away. Heather did a bang-up job. She cleaned the floors for the first time in how long?
Way too long.
Like probably since we started this process, really. I mean, it's been kind of chaotic around here. We found so many people, when we talked to them for the first time, people are like, man, I wish we could do that. I wish my spouse would be on board with selling everything we own and moving on and doing it. We had a bunch of stuff too. And the reality is that we're looking more forward to the adventure and more forward to kind of living our lives now.
To the point where once we got rid of all of those boxes over the weekend and just thinking about what if that's what it was really like in this house right now, it felt really good.
But we sold a ton of our furniture, and it's starting to look a little empty in here, minus a bunch of boxes. And I think what Heather was getting at is if we had just, maybe we put back some minimal furniture and stayed here, it would be a very interesting thing to stay with what we would put in an RV of 350 square feet. So
apparently I can fit a lot of things into a really little space. So opening all of those drawers and cabinets, Hayden will attest to this. There was a lot of stuff shoved in every nook and cranny. Again, it wasn't disorganized. It wasn't chaotic.
Right.
It was very neatly put away. It was just a lot.
So much.
A lot of extra stuff that you don't really need. You justify, okay, I've got, a spare set of sheets for the bed, but I've also got this flannel set and a spare set just in case. And why? If you're not using the things, they need to go. So this is really eye-opening.
There may be an argument for like seasonal stuff, right? Flannel versus not, and that
Right.
kind of thing. But even just one or two, while you're washing one, you have the other one, and you just need two. You don't need 60. No, but that was a really good point to bring up, is how easy it is to just have a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need stuffed into places that you can't see.
Also, I like to theme things. So I have a lot of different types of things. Seasonal, specifically, Christmas and Halloween, and when it turns to like Valentine's Day, I had all of these polka dotted Mickey Mouse things, and spring, Alice in Wonderland, and 4th of July, all this red, white, and blue. So I could decorate everything in the house for a different theme, a holiday, whatever, and all of that stuff, again, neatly put away, organized, ready for when I would pull it out, but just a lot of stuff.
When she talks about being able to theme something, you've got to remember the house we had before this one, which is 1,700 square feet, was 3,400 square feet, and she was able to theme that thing in its entirety with the holiday ornament she's talking about.
And I had already gotten rid of a lot of stuff.
Right.
It boggles my mind. And I think that process of just going through everything and realizing how much stuff there is, you should experiment. See what you have in your drawers.
I'm waiting for Hayden to pop. Look at her.
What are you doing, doggy?
One of the other things that we wanted to update you on was this idea that we were going to wait until we sell the house in order to acquire the RV and the truck. And we've come up with a nice solution, thanks to Andrew at Compass Bank. We're going to end up driving up at the end of May, picking that thing up and then flying back. And what that means is we'll be able to pack it full of our stuff, the things that we want to keep, and the rest can actually go away.
Because it's very hard to try to figure out what things you want to keep that they're staying with us and going forward into the RV and into the future.
Yep.
And just the visual clutter of everything else around is really hard to navigate. So having things leave the house has been awesome, but we have a lot more that needs to go. And just being able to get what we want out of the house and into the RV, I think will really help with some of the decision-making process and getting the rest out.
Yeah, the other advantage that gives us too is we don't talk about this a whole heck of a lot, but I think we're going to discuss it a little bit more in detail, but we don't have a mortgage. There's really no hurry necessarily to get the house on the market and sell it and take, less than it's worth and what have you. So
we just want to be gone.
Absolutely. We've been talking about it for so long now, it feels like, but it's only been 2 months. But this will allow us to actually get on the road and actually get underway and get this trip going, which is going to be fantastic. And the realtor can sell an empty house versus kind of a half-cluttered house with all of our stuff in it. So the photos will be easier. We can do all of the make ready and those kinds of things with nothing in here, which will be awesome. By the way, we have 2 dogs.
However, one of them is apparently afraid of the camera.
Well, so she's a very strange dog. So we have Hayden and Rossi. Rossi is a black dog, and then Hayden is her twin sister, but with opposite color. One of the really funny things that we found is when Heather's cooking and she's sizzling anything like in a pan, the brown one, Hayden, she runs and hides. And if all the doors are closed upstairs, she'll actually sit and bark at the top of the stairs. She runs as far away as she possibly can. It's almost like she's afraid we're going to cook her.
The camera's not going to cook her.
But the camera, when it shuts off, it closes the lens up and it makes this kind of like little shock noise. And Hayden just turned around and looked at it. And like, what was her... She put her ears back. Not like she was going to attack it or anything, but kind of like, what is that thing? And then she hopped down and she ran upstairs, which is really funny. Exactly the same behavior as cooking her.
Oh, there she comes.
There she is.
Hello, Miss Hayden.
Hi, Miss Hayden. How are you?
Thank you, puppy.
It's the brown one. Look, here comes the black one.
Come, sister.
Jealousy can't be far away. Look at that. Look at your mom. Look.
Yes. Do you see?
So that's Rossi.
This is our big lap dog. That's good. You got to meet the puppies.
We spent a good 6 hours going through paperwork yesterday. Just paperwork. But the cool thing there was, not to go too far off subject, but I found that we can take our scanner, we can scan documents into a PDF, many pages into a PDF, save them into Evernote, and then you can search the contents using Evernote.
So
fantastic.
Awesome.
Paperwork is looking really good. I think that's enough for an update. We wanted to introduce you to the dogs, and you got to meet them. That was great. And again, can't thank you enough for engaging with us. However you feel like it, we're happy to have you. So, and let us know if you want to know anything about our trip or anything about the reduction in stuff or the whole process. We'd love to help you. See ya. Thank you.